William Big Bill Tilden's life was a dramatic saga of triumph and tragedy that unfolded on and off the tennis court. Born on February 10, 1893, into a prominent Philadelphia family, Tilden's early years gave little indication of the athletic prowess and controversy that would define his legacy. Tilden's rise to tennis stardom was as unexpected as it was meteoric. After failing to make the University of Pennsylvania tennis team in his first year, he rebounded spectacularly, becoming the most dominant player of his era. His contributions to the sport extended beyond his play. He penned the influential book Match Play and the Spin of the Ball, establishing himself as tennis's first major theorist. Throughout the 1920s, Tilden's dominance was unparalleled. He clinched 7 U.S. championships and 3 Wimbledon titles, solidifying his status as the greatest player of the first half of the 20th century. His on-court brilliance was matched by his off-court flamboyance, drawing comparisons to Oscar Wilde. Tilden cultivated his celebrity status, dabbling in writing fiction and plays, and pursuing an acting career that ultimately drained much of his fortune. The 1930s saw Tilden turn professional, a move that barred him from the amateur international circuit but allowed him to tour and play exhibition matches for pay. It was during this period that whispers about Tilden's sexuality began to circulate more widely. His homosexuality, an open secret in tennis circles, was a source of concern for the United States Lawn Tennis Association, fearful of its potential impact on the sport's image. Tilden's habit of surrounding himself with young male protégés raised eyebrows but went largely unchallenged until the mid-1940s. Living in Los Angeles and moving in celebrity circles with the likes of Charlie Chaplin and Errol Flynn, Tilden's world came crashing down in November 1946. Arrested on Sunset Boulevard for lewd behavior with a teenager, he was convicted of contributing to the delinquency of a minor and served nearly 8 months in jail. A second arrest in 1949 for making a pass at a 16-year-old hitchhiker resulted in another 10-month sentence and marked Tilden's final downfall. Most of his friends abandoned him, leaving the once celebrated champion increasingly isolated. Frank Deford's biography, Big Bill Tilden, The Triumphs and the Tragedy, painted a complex picture of the tennis star. While acknowledging Tilden's flamboyance and self-centeredness, Deford suggested that many of Tilden's relationships with young players were primarily those of teacher and student, noting that none of his protégés claimed he had made sexual advances. Tilden's fall from grace echoed that of Oscar Wilde decades earlier. Both men's perceived arrogance in the face of legal troubles contributed to their spectacular downfalls. Tilden, like Wilde, seemed to believe his fame and status would shield him from serious consequences, a miscalculation that proved devastating. The final years of Tilden's life were marked by humiliation and exclusion. Barred from most tennis clubs and professional venues in Los Angeles, the former star's world had shrunk dramatically. On June 5, 1953, at the age of 60, Tilden died of an aneurysm in his modest Hollywood apartment. He was found with his bags packed, about to depart for the U.S. Professional Championships, a poignant reminder of his enduring love for the sport that had defined his life. William Tilden's story is one of extraordinary talent, celebrity, and tragic fall. His legacy in tennis remains undisputed, even as his personal life continues to provoke discussion and debate. Like many complex figures in history, Tilden's life serves as a cautionary tale about the precarious nature of fame and the devastating consequences of personal indiscretions in the public eye. Thank you for listening. For more LGBTQ+ history, please subscribe to this channel.